Bawweep Grona Weep Ninny Bong, everybody. I'm Engineer Hoist. Welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. Say hello to folks in the chat. Master of Silence is here as he plays. James Vega, that guy. Jameer Mason, Volcanicus 69 is here. Let's see, Grand Galvatron, PB Chew, Alan XS. Calvin just subscribed. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to the party. Thomas, Joey Johnston, LB Green. We got a bunch more people. Mr. Jeff showed up. A lot of familiar faces and some new faces. Thank you for everybody for your support. If you've been here for a while or whether you're just getting here, really do appreciate it. So we got an exciting event this weekend coming. We're going to talk about that. And then we'll crack a few crystals afterwards. I finally got that joiner bundle on my main account, so expect a dupe city, but maybe we'll get lucky and get a nice surprise in there. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the news. This weekend's event is a 5-star celebration. That's actually the name they called it. I saw some people thinking we're going to be cracking a 5-star tonight. That's not tonight. This weekend. So we'll, the button doesn't always work the first time. There we go. So happy 5-year anniversary Transformers Earth Wars. I believe the actual anniversary of when they went live was around June 1st or June 2nd. So this is like the closest weekend without going after to that actual anniversary. But yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 5 years. I actually started playing, I think, on launch day or maybe the day after. So it's been almost 5 years for me in the game as well. I know a lot of you may not have been playing for 5 years. There's a few people out there even before who were playing during the beta. But yeah, 5 years. And because of the 5-year anniversary, our good friend Poppy Blez, who was on Sunstreaker Waza's channel over the weekend, actually convinced Space Ape to give everybody a 5-star crystal this weekend. Yes. Now, you know, it's not a gift. You got to earn it, just like anything you get in an event. You got to earn it, you and your alliance mates, and we'll talk about what you got to do to get there. But that's not the only thing up for grabs. There's also 15 celebration canisters containing 4-star, 3-star, or premium shards. And, I forgot to get how many there were, but it's a lot more than usual. I think it's like 500 4-star shards, 2,000 3-star shards, don't quote me. It's in the newsletter. And a whole bunch of premium shards as well. There's also, you can also get 6 500,000 Troop XP awards. Those are pretty nice to help you level your bots a little bit faster. 100,000 Combiner Spark, Combat Spark, and Regular Spark. That's a lot of Spark to get in an event. If you get all the way towards the end, you can get a gold G1 Power Core chip or even a G1 G-Metal Power Core chip. And also there's War for Cybertron's Cicadacon chip. Those are pretty popular for a lot of folks. And they did release it for a few new bots. Don't recall which ones those were, but so yeah, they did release it for a few new bots, and everybody can get one extra one. This is an Alliance event. It's a totalizer, meaning it's one big prize board. Starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time, and super XP throughout the event. To participate, you gotta be headquarters level 4 and be in an alliance. Hit the yellow event button, pick your zone, win your battle, collect the points, and collect your prizes. The battle zones are the standard battle zones. And here's a summary of the prizes. The event ends at only 315,000 points. And I think the idea behind this is that way, so if you've got an alliance that finishes quickly, it allows people to go and basically merc, or be mercenaries, essentially, and go and join other alliances that may be struggling. In fact, there's even a sign-up board on the Transformers Earth Wars Discord server for alliances that think they might need some help. So you can go, if your alliance finishes early, you can go help other alliances get to that special value, 115,000 points, which is very generous. Where you get 5-star crystal, and and in the meantime, anybody who's helping out gets to continue collecting the super XP for their bots. But yeah, there you go, 115,000 points, and everybody gets a free 5-star. Yeah, and we'll go over which bots are in the 5-star crystal in a minute. That basically it's every bot except the current batch is available in the crystal. It's one crystal that you'll get, and all of the bots are available in there. No duplicates, obviously, because they're 5-star bots. If you're one of those people who happens to have all of those already, there's not many people out there, but I'm sure there's a few, then those people get 5,000 5-star shards, which is enough for they can go and get a crystal in the current batch, or save it for another one. Save it for the next batch if they've got all those too. So everybody gets a 5-star crystal, basically, in this event, one way or another. Before we move on to that, how about we go ahead and head over and take a look at the bots that we could possibly get. So, Legacy 1, you've got Gnaw, Grimlock, Hot Rod, Silverbolt, and Sunstreaker, as well as their Decepticon counterparts. Legacy 2, Drift, Optimus Prime, Skyburst, Wheeljack, and Windblade. Legacy 3 has Cheetor, Firefly, Jazz, Springer, and Ultra Magnus. Legacy 5 has, I think that's Snarl, Rodimus Prime, Warpath, Perceptor, and RC. Kind of buried down there. Legacy 6 has, let's see, Rust Dust, Hotspot, First Aid, Sandstorm, and I think Goldfire. Yes. And Legacy 7, this is what everybody's hoping to get something from. Blades, Laser Optimus Prime, aka Shoulder Pads Prime, Jetfire, just standard Jetfire, Rhinox, and Smokescreen. So those are all of the bots that are available in the 5-star crystal available this weekend. Any one of those that you don't already have could be coming out of that crystal, and there's a lot of good bots. Some are definitely better than others to get, and I hope you get one that can be useful for you. Phase Demon, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Let's head back over to the news, and let's talk about the new bots coming. They're not coming this weekend. They'll probably be coming next weekend. For the Autobots, it is Silverbolt, and we learned their bios this week. Silverbolt is among the first of the new generation of Cybertronians and possesses great wisdom and a deep reservoir of good intentions. His mantra to lead by example. If history has taught him anything, it's that calm, considered action is all, and that rashness and the heat of the moment are the true enemies of judgment. As a Maximal Elder, he epitomizes many of the loftiest ideals of the Maximals and has the courage of his convictions. In flight mode, Silverbolt is amazingly fast, and his aerodynamic form is highly maneuverable and reactive. His twin ion blades make him a redoubtable opponent in either mode. And thank you for subscribing, whoever that was that came across the screen while I was reading the bio. So, likewise, like I usually do, here is the original Beast Wars Silverbolt figure. His wings do not fold up like they're showing in the game. I think if this were a modern figure, they probably would. And I think even back in this time, they probably would have as well. But the wings are actually launchers. You can kind of see the trigger right here. His wing actually opens up, and you can stick a nice little missile in there and shoot it at people. So they don't actually fold up at all. They're just always out to the side, which makes them take up quite a bit of space on the table. But it's okay. It's still cool. Okay, his counterpart is Cicadacon. Cicadacon hides much behind his armored carapace, including his true original identity. Most assume that he and the other members of the Tripredacus Council hails originally from the Great War era and the Decepticon army. Certainly, his knowledge of those long-distant years is encyclopedic, and he makes use of every historic battle, engagement, and confrontation in the wars he now wages. Cicadacon trades on that sense of awe and mystery his lost heritage inspires, and his cruelty, cunning, and avarice know no bounds. Though he rarely resorts to his beast mode, the rapid-fire agitation of his wings creates disorientation among his victims. Which I think is probably pretty true considering his alt mode is a cicada, and a lot of people really actually hate those bugs in real life. So here is Cicadacon in his original Beast Wars form. I don't think they've ever been released other than in these forms, but you can see it's they came into the game and they did a great job of replicating these figures. So there he is, and there are those hated wings. Yes, indeed. So Silverbolt and Cicadacon are coming next week. We'll find out their abilities next week, most likely. And that basically does it for the news. We do stream Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube at youtube.com/engineerhoist. So if you're watching the replay, go ahead and give us a sub. Hit that notification bell icon so you can be notified whenever I go live. Or just set yourself a calendar reminder to get here around 8 o'clock on Wednesdays. And you can also follow me for infrequent behind-the-scenes content at EngineerHoist on Instagram and Twitter. Alrighty. So what do you guys think? Which 5-star bot are you hoping to get this weekend? Go ahead and let us sound off in the comments. Who are you hoping to get? For me, honestly, I'll be happy with anyone. But if you force me to pick, which I know you will, I'm going to go and let's see. Out of all the bots, I'm going to go down and see which ones do I not have at least a 4-star level. So we'll scroll down here. FOC Super King, thanks for the subscription. All right, so we're down here at the bottom now. So of the 4 stars that I don't have currently, Ultra Magnus, Cybertron Jetfire, Double Dealer, Goldfire, Punch, Six Gun, Scattershot, Rhinox, Prowl, and Snapdragon. Of those, only 2 are available as 5 stars. Those would be Ultra Magnus and Goldfire. So if I had to pick one, I would probably pick Goldfire because Sunstreaker Waza really talks highly of him. But if I had to pick a second one, I'd pick Ultra Magnus just because I don't have the 4-star, and getting the 5-star would be nice. Kind of like I got the 5-star Rhinox, makes me not worry too much about not having his 4-star. But beyond that, I'll be happy for an upgrade of any of the others. So let's see, what are you guys saying? Silverbolt94 is saying Silverbolt. That's to be expected. Cool. Oktar wants Dirge. Yes, I would expect a lot of people are hoping for Blades or Dirge. Keon saying Shockwave. Kenya saying Hotspot. Volcano69 Hotspot, Grimlock, or Snarl. Let's see. Runus is hoping for a Blastoff. because that's a good tip there too, because if he gets the 5-star, that also allows him to upgrade Bruticus to a 4-star combiner, and that is where Bruticus really becomes useful at the 4-star. 3-star is kind of tough. Darkness Knight, thank you for the subscription. We're getting a lot of people subscribing tonight. Thank you so much for finding us and joining the party. Let's see, what else do we got here? PB Cheese hoping for Thundercracker, Mixmaster, Lugna, Dirge. Simply is hoping for Dirge or Armada Megatron, I think is what you were saying there. William Wilkinson's, any 5-star Autobot would be great. And let's see. Autobot Phil says Ultra Magnus isn't as good as he should be. I agree, but I don't have him at 4 stars, so I'd be very happy with the 5-star. So LB Green's hoping to get a Grimlock. Caleb Lynn says Snapdragon. Snapdragon's not a 5-star right now, so wouldn't be getting him out of there. Let's see. Chris Taylor, healer, a gunner, or an aerial bot. Doesn't matter which, just give me one of those classes. Just as long as it's not a warrior, he'll take it. Yep. Jeremy Fields says it doesn't have a 5-star, so hopefully you're on Alliance that'll get there so you can get your first one this weekend. That would be great. Denali Kids hoping for a 5-star Optimus Prime because due to the shocking fact that it earned a G-Metal Optimus Prime's Matrix, that 5-star Optimus Prime would match well with that G-Metal Matrix. Yes. Yeah, Morris Shaw. Oh, one of our channel members. Thank you for joining up, Morris. Is hoping for Jazz, Prowl, or Blades. So if you want to join Morris as a in supporting this channel as a channel member, you can hit the join icon down below the video or on the channel or whatever. We've got a couple of tiers that you can choose to support for on a monthly basis if you're able. It does allow you to a few custom emojis and get your name highlighted in green with a little symbol there in the chat. That helps you stand out, just like Morris. Thank you again for the support. Let's see who else we got. Darkness Knight says hope to get Dinobot, a Dinobot, any of the Dinobots like Sludge, Snarl, Grimlock, Swoop even. Slug is the only Dinobot. Well, part of Volcanicus. Slash is not a 5-star either. So, and Dinobot himself, who is not considered one of the Dinobots, actually. Why did they have to name him such a generic name? That was already a name of a team. Anyway. So there you go. All right, cool. How about we crack some crystals? I did get the Autobot Joiner crystal, so we've got quite a few here. Let me go ahead and hit the button. Is that gonna do? Oh, that didn't pop. There it is. Crystal cracking. So I did get the Autobot Joiner finally, so I figured it's time to go ahead and open that. I did get a little ways through the event on this account, so I've got some of those crystals to crack. So, and by the time we're done with this, we're probably going to have a few 3-star crystals, maybe a 4-star crystal still to open. And also on the Decepticon account, we'll get to, I've got a Prime Core chip waiting for me, and I did actually complete that event, so we've got quite a few of those. Pretty good chance of getting a 3 and 4-star on that account. I'm actually getting pretty close to a 5-star with shards over on that account too. So, and this weekend will be my first 5-star on that Decepticon account. So, very cool. So, how about we go through? First up, we've got a 4-star Optimus Prime crystal. I have the 4-star Optimus Prime crystal. So let's get the Duke party started. Jeremy Fields, thank you for the super chat and make a jazz dance for us. Be back and on the count. Jeremy plays. Cool. Soldier in the house. What's up, man? There we go. Duplicate Optimus Prime. That's nice. Gives us some 5-star shards. And gold G1 Optimus Prime. I'd be excited about that, except I've got 3 of them already. So, yeah. And let's see. We've got these Aeriobot crystals. As you can see, I've got them all already. So these are dupes. I told you were signing up for a dupe city here, so we knew this was coming. But with all the duplicates, you get all these fine resources like shards and power cores and combiner sparks and 4-star shards, 3-star shards, whatever. So these all are definitely dupes, so that's why we're getting them out of the way. The other crystals, there's a chance there might be a surprise waiting in one of them. I'm not really getting my hopes up too high, though. Yeah. Jameer Mason says, I wish I had popcorn, but sadly, I ate it all. It happened. Yep. Grand Galvatron, what's going on? Duke Party, indeed. Okay, so we got all of the definite 100% guaranteed duplicates out of the way. And how about we go ahead and open these shards and get them out of the way too. So these are from last weekend's event. You got that. We'll activate the ×10 button. And we'll go through and see what these are. No, I'm far behind in my reading, Grand Galvatron. I apologize about that. Oh, Alan XS has upgraded us to a Dupe Kingdom. It's not just the Dupe City, it's an entire Dupe Kingdom. So there we go. Getting the premium shards and all that stuff. Sunstreaker Waza, what's going on, man? We're just cracking some event crystals right now, pulling some shards, and then we'll go back through and finish the rest of this Autobot joiner bundle. I already cracked all of the known dupes, the 4-star Prime and the 3-star aerial bots. Now there's probably a 99.99% chance of duplicates from these other ones as well, but we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've also got 40 premium crystals, and then all these others are class-specific crystals. We'll get the regular premium crystals out of the way. So we got Impactor, we got Ironhide, and don't get too excited. I'm quite a ways away from a 5-star crystal from shards on this account. I started out with only like about 1,000 5-star shards on this account, so we're not even close to doing that. And even if I had got enough, I'd probably still wait until this weekend came around to get the free one first to see if I want to better decide which batch I'd want to pull from. So many dupes, and they're all 2-star variety. Fun times. We did get a bonus gold flare mine power core out of one of those 2-star dupes, so that was a little bit of a bonus. Not sure if I need that, but I'll consider it. Still a little bit of a bonus upgrade anyway from a 2-star duplicate. There's Shoulder Pads Prime. You can pretty much always count on him showing up to the party. Red Alert. Wheeljack.
Wheeljack.
I just said that, Prime. We haven't been getting the call-outs like we usually do. We got Wheeljack though.
Attack.
Got a 3-star Prime out of that. Not too shabby. Next round of duplicates coming at you. Yeah, the Autobot callouts aren't quite as fun as the Lyle Kaiser crystal, where he's just constantly saying crush them, crush them. We had fun last stream with that one. Sandstorm, wouldn't mind seeing him at a 5-star. Sentius Magnus and Malice are two of the bots that we'll probably not see as 5-star for a while. There's a 4-star Snarl duplicate coming through. Sneaking in there. Let's see what kind of goodies we got from him. Trithyllium Plating. I do use that core, but I don't think I really need that one right now. There's Chromia. Fantastic bot. Chromia and Felbat. Let me tell you, on my Decepticon account, I think I talked about this last weekend too. It would lose pretty much every one of my battles until I got Fellbat and got him leveled up a little bit, threw him in the Outpost, and now it's winning quite a bit. It doesn't win everyone, because you know sometimes you get people coming there with squads that are just a little bit too good. But yeah, oftentimes I got Fellbat in there, and I got Soundwave. Right next to them, they both have. We've got a Dial and a Ravage popping out of those outposts, and usually that stops the team in the tracks and takes them down to about nothing. And right behind them, I've got a bunch of cannons and lasers, and it's all in range, so it usually tears that squad up pretty good. Okay, so that was all of the premium crystals. It says we've got 3 waiting for us, so. We get, like I said, when we get through with all this, we'll have plenty of others. Alright, so let's just go. I might start these off. What are these? Okay, these are the triple changer crystals. Wouldn't mind seeing a double dealer out of this. I actually got a 4-star double dealer out of the triple changer crystals on my Decepticon account when I cracked them. Wouldn't mind repeating that feat here.
Deploy. Deploy.
Boss Man's back there giving sponsors to each round of duplicates. There's a double dealer, just shy of a few stars. You know, add both of those together, and that's the one I want, but you can't add them.
Deploy. Deploy. Deploy.
All right, so a 2-star party out of the triple changer crystals. Nothing fun from the power cores. This next one is, we'll find out. This is in the medic crystals, or the healer crystals. I don't remember what they called them. These are definitely duplicates because I've got all of the varieties of these guys. 2, 3, and 4-star.
Roll now. Wheeljack.
Volcanic, it says in the con account got 4-star Snarl and Ironhide that you needed in the main account. Oh, I know, isn't that just terrible? That's one of the downsides of playing a second account, is oftentimes you get the thing that you really want in your main account, you end up getting it in a second account. So those are all 2-star dupes, so they don't really help us much. This next one is, we'll find out. These are the gunner crystal. There's probably a couple of gunners out there that I think 6-gun is a gunner, or is he might be special. I think he's a gunner, so 6-gun might be out there.
Mirage.
We'll see.
Mirage.
There's Sea Spray. Yep, there's 6-gun. And Dust Up. And another Dust Up.
Roll now.
Oh, it got better. Alpha Bravo. 2 3-stars in a row. Oh, we ran out of crystals before we could level up again and get a 4-star. Okay. Gold Death Pulse. I've already got a bunch of those just collecting dust. And these, I think, are the special crystals. Can I hit that question mark this time? Yes, I hit it. These are the special crystals. Let's see what we get. There's a Gnaw. No whirlwinds. This is Grand Calvatron.
Deploy.
Streetwise. Bumblebee. So many special class bots. It's by far the biggest class.
Roll now. Attack.
Well, you almost need subclasses within the specials.
Reap the whirlwind.
I tend to think about bots in terms of their range, because you have some bots like, say, Grapple is more of a melee style bot, but he's special. He's not a warrior. So, and really, what that limits you is the power cores, and I kind of wish that they opened up the power cores to the special bots if they meet a certain type of class. You know, like you have some bots like, say, Skyburst is a special class bot, but she's basically a gunner. So it would be nice to be able to put some gunner cores on her. So there you go. They have started to do that with combat bots, I think. And what else? What's this next one? Okay, these are the air, and then the last one must be the warrior class. So here we go. Tigerhawk's a good bot. I like Tigerhawk. Sunstreaker Waz's is calling a 4-star dropping. We did see that snarl come through earlier. The one and only 4-star. He was a duplicate, but still, you'd expect a few more duplicates. I'd think. Even if there you go. You called it. 4-star Jetfire came through. And so what does that give us in terms of cores? We got a gold chrome Jetfire. I'm not sure if I have a gold one, so that might be useful. And these last one are warrior class crystals. Let's see what we got. So far we've pulled 2, not counting the Optimus Prime, we pulled 2 other 4-star bots. Duplicates, of course, as expected. There's Drift. RC.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
Yeah, even when people were down on RC, I continue to use her. I always like RC. She's a solid tank, does her job well, and I love the hollow decoy. Helps pop outpost bots, and also if they've got one little annoying like a missile launcher or something off to the side, you don't want to run anybody over there. You just drop her decoy over there, and it'll stun it, and it'll be basically be one-shotted. All right, so nothing out of any of that. Nothing to write home about from the power cores either. But we do got shards to go spend. We've got 8 premium crystals. If only we could have got a couple more. Then we could have used the Get 10. It would be nice if the Get 10 button would actually allow you to. Yeah, see, it doesn't allow you if you don't have 10. It basically get up to 10. You know, it would be nice to, like, if I had the, the 8,000 when I started there. If I did that, it would just get to 8. But same thing with popping the crystals. If you've got like 25, hit the X10 and you would open a round of 5 at some point. But that would be nice. But I think we can make do. We do indeed have a 4-star crystal. We'll get that, and we've got 4 3-star crystals. These are all going to be duplicates. The only 3-star I got out there that I don't have right now is Beast Wars Prowl, but he's not in these crystals yet. Alright, so one more 4-star crystal or one more chance at a 4-star bot. But not just yet. So we'll open these premiums, and we gotta do all of these one at a time. Oh my gosh, can you imagine having to play 4 years with no ×10 button? That's about how long it was. It's only been in the past year or so that we've gotten the ×10 button. Okay, a little pause there, but we've been doing this long enough to know that just doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean it's a new bot coming. I don't even get excited by the pauses anymore. Maybe a little bit, but not like I used to. Tigerhawk there. There's a Jazz. Yeah, last premium. Gets us a gold fire, 2 stars. And let's crack these 3-star crystals. These are going to be duplicates. Shoulder pads prime coming at you. Did we get a monkey prime come past here? I don't know. He'd be a duplicate anyway. It doesn't matter. I just like calling out monkey prime, so I just invoked his name anyway. There's Slash. And last 3-star crystal is Springer. Everyone's favorite wrecker. Except for maybe Cup. I'm not talking necessarily in game, I'm just talking in person. Or Impactor. Impactor's a cool record. Alright. 4-star crystal. Duplicate? Or is it going to be new? What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? I'm only waiting because there's like a 10-second lag between what I say and what you guys see, so... Dupe. Yeah, probably. Dupe. Oh, Alan's hopeful. Say it's going to be new. Most people say dupe. Alright, let's just do it. The dupes win it. It's Jazz. Let's see. Gold G1 Jazz. I think I have one already. Would have been nice if it was a G metal, but hey, them's the breaks, right? So there we go. As promised, it was Dupe City. So, I told ya. Okay, so we gotta switch over to the Decepticon account. Darkness Knight is asking, who's my favorite Autobot? Oh, my favorite Autobot, in general, not talking about the game, is Hot Rod. It's definitely Hot Rod. And let me switch to audio as well. If it'll let me. There we go. Oh, look, we got somebody to come out of the lab. Oh, this is Cyclonus. I've got Deathsaurus in there leveling past 50 right now. So these crystals, we've got Prime Core, and we've got all of these shards to crack, which will probably produce a couple of more crystals for us to do. Out of the way, Hot Rod. Yeah. Don't be spreading that propaganda, Sunstreaker. I see you in there. Megatron killed Prime. I mean, Cup's even over there says, do it, Prime, do it now. But no, he took about 15 seconds to walk over there, and then when Megatron started asking for mercy and Optimus Prime had to go talk some smack to him, I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You know, all of that time allowed Megatron the time to go get that gun. Hot Rod, if Prime would have just gone and done it, Hot Rod would not have even had to intervene. So nobody, don't even come at me saying Hot Rod was responsible. That's my stance and I'm sticking to it. Y'all can believe what you want. Dupe City 2 Electric Boogaloo. Thank you for that, PPChew. That's funny. We're not quite there yet, but we're definitely building our way towards it with all of these shards. Yes, Hot Rod does, you know, you got it right there, Ross. The Hot Rod does say, Optimus, forgive me, making it sound like, so he feels guilty about it. Yeah, so he definitely feels guilty about it. But I mean, even when Megatron was holding Hot Rod hostage, he was holding him, like, behind him. Megatron was a perfect target for Prime. So, anyway, I got all sorts of reasons why there's no way it's Hot Rod's fault. I mean, if y'all want to hate on Hot Rod, that's fine. Just don't blame him for Prime's death. That's all I'm saying. You know, feeling guilty about it and actually being guilty about it are two different things. Yeah, we should probably avoid this topic when we actually chat on your stream. Nah, it's fine. You know, a lot of people like to think Hot Rod, you know, is responsible, and that's fine. You know, I've got no problem with those people being wrong. I'm just playing. Alright, so we got 16 premium crystals that available. We've got a 4-star crystal, and we've got 2 3-star crystals, although it's pretty close. We might be back for a 3rd one by the time we get through the premiums. So we got a fair amount of crystals to crack. Now we've cracked all those shards. Why did I wait to crack all those shards on stream? Honestly, I don't know. Probably just because I didn't have anything else to crack. So... There we go. There we go. As you can see, there's my current status towards the 5-star crystal with shards. A little far away. Even if this 4-star crystal is a duplicate, it'd be quite a stretch to be able to have that. And even if I got the shards, I would still wait until we get the free one this weekend before I cracked it. So, but I don't think I'll have that concern here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and crack these premium crystals. I have more available bots to get on this account, so we might get lucky with the 3 or the 4-star crystal. One thing that's guaranteed is the Prime Core chip. We'll definitely get a Prime Core out of that one. So, premium crystals are, you know how they are. They're very unlikely to give you new bots, but you still get them. Luke, another one of our channel members, thank you for your support. Pulled a G1 G Metal Jazz core yesterday. Oh, you lucky. I was kind of hoping that duplicate Jazz I got a little while back would have given me one of those, but nope. Alright, let's do these last 6 one at a time. Okay, I kind of missed this comment. It's not on the screen now, but I gotta address it. Oktar says, my theory is that Hot Rod teamed up with Megatron to take Prime down. It's no coincidence that Hot Rod became the leader after Prime's death. Yeah. Yeah. Just like he basically stole the Matrix away from Ultra Magnus when Prime was giving it to Magnus. Never mind the fact that Optimus just dropped it, but hey, let's go celebrate this 4-star bot we're getting here from a premium crystal. It's 4-star Swindle. Swindle. There we go. 1 away from a 4-star Bruticus, and of course it's got to be Vortex, the one we're waiting for. I am not going to chase Vortex. He'll come on his own at some point. But at least it will be not just a Vortex. At least that'll be nice to know, because that will be able to complete that Bruticus. All right. It's no worries, Oktar. Like I said, I don't actually get mad about it, but it's fun sometimes to argue. Oh, new 3-star bot coming through. I told you it might not be so much of a dupe city over here. Thrust. Oh, I like that. I like that. With the new face and everything. Next 3-star crystal. Yeah, we're back to the dupe city. All right, Black Arachnia. 4-star crystal. What are we gonna get? Oh no, we're gonna go get. I told you we'd get another 3-star crystal before we're done. All right, let's do that one. We got a duplicate of the one we just got like 2 crystals ago. That is how these crystals work, guys. All right, 4-star crystal. Let's do it. And it's a duplicate. Luckily, we got one out of that premium crystal, so I'm not so disappointed by this. Gold attack core. I don't have many gold base cores, so I'll put that to use somewhere. And the moment I've all been waiting for, the Prime Core chip. So far, I have Solus Prime and Micronus. If I'd have thought about it, I could have remembered it. I didn't have to scroll, but I was already scrolling. So, Micronus and Solus, and so all the rest of them are available. Hoping for anything but Nexus. It's going to be Nexus. Oh, it's Prima. Nice. And I conveniently just got a 4-star Onslaught. But I also have some other bots with flak, so I've got some decisions to make. Whether I want to put Prima on Onslaught or one of the other ones with flak. So yeah, so we got, there's my 4-star cons. We've got Onslaught over here. Currently doesn't have a whole lot special. Just got him 2-3 weeks ago. And I do not remember who if he wouldn't have flak, it would be Crater Maker on this account. Who do I have Crater Maker on? Oh, that's right. I just got Caliburst. I need to put him on somebody. Crater Maker. I don't think I even have a 3-star Crater Maker, so yeah. Or a 4-star. Do I have a 2-star somewhere? On... almost said Deadpool, but that's not. It's Dragstrip. So, yeah, so I don't even have a 3-star Crater Maker. So anyway, I got a lot. I did get the new bot. I did get a couple of bundles this weekend, but I just cracked them because honestly, the combat crackings are so long and so tedious. I just got a couple of low-level bundles and just cracked them. I did get the what's his name, Aimless. Put it on Viper. Haven't seen much of an effect so much. I mean, it is only a 2-star, though. So there we go. Crystal cracking complete. All right. Mohammed Fahmy, I hope I said that right. New to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Jeremy Plays is asking, what building would you suggest putting a gold armor core on? Really, it could go on any one of them. It would boost any of them. If you've got any building out there that Joe Fitzgerald, thank you for the subscribing. If you've got any building out there that doesn't have a better core for it, because you know, like the mortars have some good cores for them. But if you've if you've got a gold attack core, but you've only got a silver specific core for it, it might be good to put an attack core on it, or a cannon, or a laser turret, or beam laser, or you guys know what the buildings are. So I mean, really, any of them that doesn't have a better core for it, because it just increases the damage per second of it. A lot of the other cores are kind of a combination. Douglas, sorry I missed your last name. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you guys. SG Soundwave, thank you for subscribing. Weren't you already subscribed, or do I just recognize you remember you from Discord? Because I'm pretty sure you're in the Discord. Regardless, thank you for subscribing. It says that's a big Unicron in the background. Indeed, that is. That is the HasLab Unicron. I went in backing that, and all of a sudden my monitors went to sleep. I hope that didn't mess up anything for you guys. My monitors just blinked on and off. And I think I had just bumped the table, so I must have a loose cable somewhere. I hope we were still going. Yeah, Grand Galvatron is just saying a lag, so it definitely affected you guys something. I hope it comes back. If not, we'll be ending a little early today. Yeah, you guys are saying it's a little laggy. Yeah, I totally believe it. Like I said, my monitors blinked off a couple of times. Yeah, the joys of live. There's always something technical going on, or sometimes your brain just don't work. You don't have the words. Yeah. All right. Quentin Hager, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate your support. yeah, once when you get in there in the chat, you should have some custom emojis there for you. You know, it's not super crazy, but I hope they're fun. But yeah, definitely thank you so much for your support. If anybody else has the means and wants to help support the channel, you can hit the join button down there. I've got a couple of options to sign up for, or you could just throw a super chat for a one-time donation. Totally up to you. Not a requirement, but I do appreciate the support, whether monetarily or just by you guys being here. It's always fun. Okay, so this is the point in the stream where we normally talk about toys, like which toys did I get. I didn't get any this week. It's kind of funny that Muhammad just asked for a toy review. Yeah, man, I just have not been feeling doing like full-on toy reviews in a very long time. I do like to show them off. I did order some new toys. They should be here next week, so we should have some new toys. I had gotten a couple of figures a while back in the same line, but I ended up getting a few more. The Toy World, it's third party. They're doing kind of like a Studio Series ish line where they're doing like the World War I, World War II type of vehicles. Like the first one they came out with was Bulldog. So if you saw The Last Night, which first of all, I'm sorry, because it's the worst Transformers movie they've ever done. But one of the nice things about it is they did have that old World War I tank that turned into that old crotchety dude. And in the movie he was called Bulldog, but we've never seen a toy of them yet. So Toy World kind of jumped on that, and they actually named their toy Bulldog because Hasbro didn't make a toy of it yet, so they could steal that name. But anyway, a fantastic figure. I also got a Bumblebee figure. It's one of those older style cars. It's not the armored tank. It's actually more like the car that he was in the movie briefly. And the ones I have coming are, it's a version of Barricade, who we never even saw in the past, and then also some Seekers that are basically biplanes. Like they're Barons, like Red Baron, Black Baron, and Blue Baron. So I'm looking forward to seeing them, because they do look pretty cool. I've been kind of waiting on them. I was like, I don't know if I need to get them, but for whatever reason, I was inspired recently, so I've got them. Coming. Let's see. Quentin is asking, did I ever collect the old Transformers comics? No, not really. I did have a few back in the day. I want to say they were like within the first 5 or 10 issues. But I'm pretty sure they've gone by the wayside. Although my brother-in-law lives over in England, and he likes going to old toy shows and stuff like that, and or not toy shows, like he likes looking for old books and things. He knows I like Transformers, so whenever he's out there, he's on the lookout for things. So he has found and sent me some old UK comics. I haven't read any yet, but I've got quite a few, and he's actually sent me quite a few of those little Ladybird books. I didn't even know those existed, but they're nice little stories. It's like a little storybook. It's like it's got pictures and stuff like that, so they're pretty cool. William Wilkinson's asking, does Snoopy make an appearance with the Red Baron? No, I don't think they are including a little Snoopy figure or anything, and I do not think that I have a Snoopy figured to go throw with it, but that's a good connection there. So let's see. Peach's asking, have you seen your Minecraft Scorponok? I've seen most of the way. If you finished it. I don't know if I saw the finished version. I know you were at least working on the backpack, was the last I saw of it. Do you have it up there? Yeah, there we go. So, Marcus Gaming, thank you for the subscription. Let me go ahead and pull the. I found your Scorponok in the feed. Let me go back and look at it. Oh, you must have been done, because I do remember those pictures. Let's see. Give me a moment just to make sure. All right, so here we go. So these are It's a creation from Pibichu in Minecraft. He's been doing pretty much all the Decepticons. He does a great job. So this is Scorponok. Look at this. Even did the backpack. I like the little orange thing in there. Is that supposed to be like the stinger folded up? That's pretty cool. And there's a closer view of the claw and the legs. That's amazing, man. I would not have the patience to do that. What a great job. More of a close-up on the legs and the feet. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And there's a full shot of them. Nice, nice. And if you want to see this is in our Discord. So you can head on over. I'm putting a link there in the. Oh man, I just hit the button. It's gonna lag again. All right, so it's probably lagging right now. Hopefully it comes back. I need to remember not to bang the table because it's it's messing things up. So yeah, join the Discord. I put a link in the chat. It's also in the description of the video if you're watching the replay. So Luke says it would be neat to see a few people's collection photos chosen randomly on the streams, not necessarily. Yeah, that would be cool. We've done that before, but I don't think we've had a lot of people sharing their collections. We could definitely do something like that. Are there any free gifts for the anniversary? Nothing was given in the newsletter. Basically the gift for the anniversary, you got to earn it. If you're in an alliance, this weekend's event is an alliance event. If your alliance reaches 115,000 points, y'all get a free 5-star crystal, which will be a non-duplicate of any of the legacy 5-star bots. Basically, any bot that's a 5-star except the current batch is available in that crystal. But you got to be in an alliance, and your alliance has to hit 115,000. And if your alliance is will struggle to do that, and you need some help, go head on over to the Transformers Earth Wars official Discord. Don't have the link handy right now, but you can join my Discord, which I've just put the link in there. It's in the video. They are taking names of alliances that need help, because there's going to be plenty of people out there when the event is done looking to go help other alliances score some points and hopefully get the 5-star. So PB Chu says took a couple days to complete that Scorponok. Man, it would take me a couple of weeks probably, or years. Did I get the 5-star Omega Supreme part? No, I didn't even try. The most I've ever done in an event is like 24,000, and I just could not imagine the effort that it would take to do 75,000. So I didn't even try. I don't have the 4-star part anyway, because we didn't go for the 4-star part. So let's see. Luke's asking what 5-star am I hoping to get. We looked at that a little bit earlier, and just based on the fact that I do not have them at 4-star, Goldfire or Ultra Magnus. I would probably say Goldfire first, then Ultra Magnus. Again, only because I don't have them at 4-star. They're the only two bots that are available that I do not have at 4-star. So I would say one of those two. But honestly, I'll be happy with anything. Let's see. William Edward Hackman got a Prime Core on both accounts. Cool. Yeah. Well, I've got all the Prime Cores on my Autobot account, so I didn't really need to do that. I did get to the point where I got a G-Metal Core. I cracked it because, the G-Metal Cores are, they're kind of a anti-climax. Where it's like, okay, G-Metal Core, and it's like a Tactician or something. I don't even remember what I got. Probably a Tactician. It was not anything special. So... But the Prime Cores, the Prime Core chips, if you're still going for those are still a big deal. So, Do I run my own alliance or part of a family? It's mostly standalone alliance. The non-toxic gamers. We're not in any part of a family. I am in a family on my Decepticon account though. Don't run anything. I'm just a member over there, part of you know, PPX. You know, Psychopigs X is what it's called. Yeah, Bruticus, one of our members in our Discord, pretty regular viewer of the streams. And if you're in really any of the Discord servers for related to Transformers Earth Wars, whether it's mine or Sunstreaker Waz's, Skywarp, Greer's, Alpha Prime just started one, or even the official Transformers Earth Wars, if you're in any of those, you've interacted with Bruticus. That guy's everywhere. So yeah. So when I was resurrecting my Decepticon account, I just kind of made a mention in my Discord. Says, "Hey, I'm thinking of resurrecting my Decepticon account. Anybody got any recommendations for alliances?" I swear it was less than a minute. Bruticus was like, "PPX Vehemence." Like, okay, man. First, you win. First come, first serve. So. And great group of people in there. So and the Autobot, they also have a sister Autobot alliance, N2D. So if anybody's looking for that, talk to Bruticus on our server. He definitely goes and recruits for both sides. So if you are looking for a family, and they've got a bunch of different alliances from new players all the way up to like top tier players. Yeah. He did the same for your kid's account for the weekend. I'm telling you, Bruticus is everywhere, man. He's top recruiter for PPX. Yeah, he's a great guy. So. Yeah, Crusher's everywhere too. Yeah, exactly. Crusher 11. Wind Chaser's is not quite everywhere, but he's pretty close as well. Yeah, like I said, say at the beginning of pretty much every stream, there's a lot of familiar faces, not just from the streams. You know, since we've all got Discord servers, we definitely see a lot of familiar faces over there too, across all the different ones. Let's see, PB2 is technically under Sons of Unicron Alliance. Oh, really? I hear what? No, I'm just kidding. Who would I put a Megatronus core on? Any bot that's got a melee attack style, because those bots get up close to the defense. You definitely do not want to put Megatronus on a healer. You definitely do not want to put it on a gunner. You definitely do not want to put it on an airbot, because they all stand back from the buildings that they're fighting. So they would just basically be on fire and doing nothing for you. So definitely want to put it on some kind of a warrior or a special class with a melee battle attribute. I have my Megatronus on Slash because, you know, she's I think special class, but it's definitely got the melee. Definitely works her way in there, and especially if you fire off that special ability, she's right up there slashing the bots, taking them down. So. Yeah, Ripper Snapper would be the Decepticon counterpart. Yeah, imagine Megatronus on a healer. I would not doubt that there is somewhere out there somebody's got Megatronus on Ratchet or something. I mean, I still to this day see Ratchet or Shockwave or First Aid popping out of Outposts. The absolute most pointless bots that come out of Outposts. You know, a lot of people have said I actually just saw the thing go by. A lot of people are saying I need to redo my worst and best Outpost videos, and yeah, they're not wrong. A lot of them are going to stay on there, and I do not care what changes come about. The #1 worst Outpost bot always and forever will be a healer, because they do absolutely nothing for you. The only way that they might be able to be released from that top worst Outpost bot spot is if Space Ape does something with their ability and allows them to do some kind of a base heal or something, which that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The healers will always be the #1 worst Outpost bot in the game. So, if I'm not clear, do not put a healer in your Outposts. I mean, you can if you don't want to win. So, yeah. You know why I think that happens, though? You know why I think that happens? And because the healers, if you're looking just purely at bot power, you know what I'm saying? So if you go just go to your team squad, this is basically what you see when you're pulling up assigning an outpost. Actually, let's go ahead and let's do that. I don't have the sound from this, but that's not important. Okay, so we go here. We want to assign an Autobot. So this is what you see. New players who have not learned all the nuances of this game, they're looking at this list of bots that they have, and they're looking at this number. And my account's a little bad to look at because there's so many. But when you're first starting out and you really haven't started to focus on what you're doing, especially at first, the healers were always near the top of that bot power. They're very high. And I think things have been adjusted to where they don't quite take that top spot anymore, but they were always very high. So a lot of people will probably look at this when they go select the outposts, and they're in their top spot, they see a Ratchet, or they'll see a Shockwave, and they say, well, hey, the game is telling me that's the strongest bot, I'm going to put that in the outpost. And then they probably quit the game, and it's been abandoned for 3 years, and that's why you're still seeing them in the outposts. That's my theory about why you see healers in outposts. Is because people who have not learned all the nuances of the game, they just look at that one number. Healers hot is their top bot at some point, and so they'll go and put that in there. Like for a while, I had a third account. It was another Autobot account, and the only 4-star bot that I had was Wheeljack. So if I didn't already know the game, I would probably be looking at, hey, it's the 4-star bot. It's got to be the best bot that I have. And look at the numbers. He's right up there at the top. He's got to be in my outpost. And then you would see a Wheeljack in that outpost. I'm obviously learned the game enough to know not to do that. But somebody who doesn't know the game might think that that's what you're supposed to do. But you're better off putting a level 10 2-star in your outpost than a level 50 4-star healer. Because they just don't do anything. I mean, your level 10 2-star is not going to do much of anything either, but they'll do more than that healer. Alright, I'll get off the soapbox. I should clip that rant and just, for my Outpost bot video. Chromia, indeed. Chromia and Felbat, indeed. If I were to redo the best Outpost bots, I'd put them at the tops. They are very hard. If you're not expecting them, they're very hard to deal with. They're not impossible to deal with, but they're very hard. I've definitely lost a number of battles because I just wasn't thinking about it, and oh man, there comes Felbat. Oh no, there comes Chromia. So, Ironhide and Bludgeon are not as useless as healers. There's far better bots to use than those guys too. You'll find a lot of I find a lot of Megatrons and Bludgeons and Optimus Primes and Ironhides. Yes, again, probably for people who are just starting in the game, they don't have a lot of bots, and those are the strongest. Those are going to be the strongest ones that they have. So you got to remember, a lot of the bases that you're going to see, they're not people that are being active. Anytime you run into a base that's that doesn't have any power cores on it, that's somebody who quit playing the game like 3 years ago, and they just haven't done anything. So, Bryant Meredith, I did not actually get to your question yet. I see that you're back now, and you're asking who is the best combiner to use in the beacon in both factions. Well, that kind of depends. on what you want to do, and kind of what you have. I don't have 4-star Omega Supreme or 5-star Omega Supreme, so I can't really say on that. A lot of people might tell you, hey, maybe you want to have that 4 or 5-star Omega Supreme in there, but I can't really say for sure. I currently have 4-star Optimus Maximus, which is Bruticus on the Decepticons, because when he pops the Outpost, he shoots off like what is it, like 5 or 6 or 8 stun missiles, which if you've got all the bots on the squad, it should hit a lot of them. Which will stun them for a little while, and if you've got other defenses in the area, they'll continue to attack them, as well as Bruticus or Optimus Maximus will attack them. If they've popped any other outposts, they'll attack them, and meanwhile that squad is stunned. That's what I like to do. And honestly, I hadn't really considered any others. Yeah. I might have to think about that. Another thing to consider, one of the probably the biggest reason why I have Optimus Maximus in there is because I do not like using him on attacks. Because the bot that you put in your combiner outpost, when he's assigned to that outpost, you cannot use it in attack. So if you want to put, like, say, 5-star Omega Supreme in there as your defense bot, you cannot attack with them. So that's something that you have to consider too, and that's probably the biggest reason why I have that Optimus Maximus in there, because I have no intention whatsoever of ever using that guy in an attack. So that's why he mans my outpost. So. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oktar says, 5 years playing and just learning something new. No healers and outposts? Also see PPG says, I also see people use nose cone. He would definitely be on my worst outpost bots list as well. Sludge and Straxus are there. Those guys are definitely good bots. Nose cone, Drillhorn don't count. Sludge and Straxus are actually on there because they deserve to be on there. They're good tanks and they'll slow down, but their ability does absolutely nothing. Same thing like with nose cone. There's no walls for them to attack. Why are you there? So you're basically just putting a bot in there that has no ability. So you're much better putting a bot in there that does have an ability. Same thing like Monkey Prime and Beast Wars Megatron. I'm pretty sure their ability does not actually work in the Outpost as well. Although Hot Rod and Nemesis Prime were just changed so that their ability does now work in the Outpost. But it's hard to time that. I haven't done it. I haven't tested it myself. Maybe I should. Does their ability like shield a defense? But which defense is it going to shield? And what are the chances that it's being attacked by somebody at the moment? If it only puts the shield on some other outpost bot, what are the chances that the two of them are going to be active at a time? Maybe it puts a shield on them, which will help them last a little bit longer. But so I don't think they're as useless as they were before, but I still don't think they're best. So at best for Hot Rod and Nemesis Prime, I might take them off of the worst outpost list, but there's no way they're on the best one. So let's see what we got. Quentin Hager is saying he runs his level 20 Omega Supreme in the Combiner Outpost. The Guardian Blessing is the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah. Well, once I get the Shanix, I'll get that 4-star. My Omega's he's leveled up to level 10 right now to get the to be able to upgrade. But we did not earn the did not even really try, honestly, to get the 4-star part in the event. And then when I did actually get the Shanix, I chose Monkey Prime over the part. But so now I'm slowly working towards it. Let's see, Luke is coming and saying, I love having my Springer, Blades, and Blaster with his G1 core that stuns. Don't think too many people like me, and I probably made a couple quit the game. Yeah, yeah, Blaster with all of his minions, and is it when the minions die or is it when Soundwave dies? I think it's when the minions die with the G1 core. They actually drop a stun. So yeah, that's pretty annoying. Yeah, I agree, Quentin. Sludge is pretty bad. He has a lot of hit points. Yeah, that's why I like Sludge. I don't use his ability much, but he's on one of my top squads just because he just doesn't die. He's got so much health. I haven't looked in a while to compare, but if he doesn't have the highest amount of health of any bot in the game, he's at least up there in the top 3. Sludge and Straxus. So. Okay. So Ross Hutchings is coming in here. He's got a little tip, and he says for like the combiner beacon, like I said, if you put a bot in a combiner, in the combiner beacon, you cannot use them to attack. He's saying if you time the beacon right, it'll run out mid-war, and then you can take your combiner out and then use it. And basically the way that works is whenever a war starts, it essentially takes a snapshot of your base at that point in time. And once the war starts, you can go ahead and change whatever you want on your base, and it doesn't affect the base that the other alliance is attacking in war. So what he's saying is as long as your beacon is active at the start of the war, if it runs out at some point during that day, don't recharge it. Don't worry about it. The war already snapshotted the fact that it was active, and then at that point you can go ahead and take that combiner out and then go use it in attack. That's a good thought. I never thought of that. He does say it can be difficult to time, especially if you're not the one in charge of starting the wars. Good tip, though. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ross. X-Risk-U says gunners are horrible in Outposts. Not entirely. Not entirely. I have been destroyed sometimes. They're bad for like if you're trying to solo. There's been plenty of times where I've been trying to solo, and I've got, say, Alita 1 at the headquarters. She's pounding away on the headquarters, but there was an outpost a little too close, and out pops a gunner, and it's just sitting there lobbing the grenades or whatever, hitting Alita 1, and she's just happily hacking away at the headquarters, taking all that damage. She does not turn around and go attack that gunner. And I'd say it's been at least a handful of times I've actually lost a solo attempt because one stupid gunner is just sitting there, and I don't have any more ability points to go and stomp. So they're not entirely useless. But yeah, EMP is probably the what'll get you on the list of best outpost spots pretty easily. Like Quentin's saying, most spots with EMP are pretty good. Alita 1 or Lugnut, anywhere you can freeze an attacker and let your defense cut them down. That's why Chromia and Fellbat are so good, because that little shock tower just keeps going around for like 30 seconds. It's the longest stun ever. As much as I like it, it's helping my defense. I kind of still think it's a little overpowered and should probably cut down the time at least in the outpost. It's a little overpowered for an outpost bot. But as long as it's there, I'll take advantage of it. And honestly, even if they cut it down to 15 seconds, it's still going to be brutal. Even if they cut it in half, it's still going to be brutal. The best you can hope for is that you've got somebody that's got like a one-shot ability that's not affected. Or, if you notice, it doesn't stun you completely for that 30 seconds. It kind of rotates around. So, every so often, if you watch the abilities, if you got ability points, you watch the abilities of your bots, every so often, they unstun and then get immediately restunned. If you time it right, you can fire off an ability. So, if you've got somebody who can one-shot that outpost, if you can hit that, when it's in the very short moment that it's unstunned, and then be able to target that little shock tower, you might be able to break the trap. It can be done. It's hard Definitely a good one to do would be somebody that you can put in the air, like say Tigerhawk would be a good one. If you can get Tigerhawk up in the air over that spot, his lightning may not hit it directly, but all the whole time, or Waspinator, their extra little ability is going to be taking damage out of it. So, yeah, I agree, Autobot Phil. It's hard to spot sometimes. Like I said, it's not easy to do. It can be done, but it's just not easy to do. And your bots will automatically try to target that if they're not busy with the other Outpost bots. But that's the problem, is they're usually busy with the other Outpost bots. That's why I like to run Soundwave along with it, because now not only are they dealing with that, do they have that little shock tower stunning them, they've also got Fellbat and Soundwave and Laserbeak and Buzzsaw and Frenzy and Rumble all attacking them. So they can't focus on that tower, and that is how it ends up being so unbeatable. Now keep in mind, I'm a fresh HQ 15 in Zone 12 right now, so it's definitely not necessarily a top tier strategy. Those guys have probably got plenty of strategies for dealing with that. And certainly in wars, I think usually when you go scout in war, you can kind of get an idea of who's in the outposts. So, PPG says I'm going to give Ravage to the Fellbat when you get another, just to add insult to injury. Yes, I have Overkill on Fellbat, and I also have Ravage on Soundwave. So, in addition to Fellbat and Soundwave and Buzzsaw and Laserbeak and Frenzy and Rumble, there's also Overkill and Ravage as well. So, it stops dead in their tracks. Yeah. Let's see. Bird in the space boat. Ways to help. Yeah, the Bird, by the way, is Swoop, and Space Boat is Scourge. So yeah, if you can get them up in the air, they actually might help. Might be good to help get out the get that little shock tower done too. Oh yeah, and to add insult to injury, my third outpost, which is a little bit ahead of the other ones, is the Space Boat. So while they're stunned and fighting all those other ones, you got Scourge down there just sniping them. So yeah, it's been working out great. It's the best my base defense has ever been. And if you're curious, instead of me just talking about it, how about I just show you real quick? All right, so there's my base. This is on the Decepticon account. And so there's my base. It's definitely unusual, but because of where it is, you can almost guarantee people are going to be attacking from the left-hand side, because nobody wants to waste their time walking through that line of build bots. Although I have the people that have been successful have started on that side, and I actually had people prime rush up to the resources that I have up there and kind of attacked around the other side, and that I shouldn't be giving this information out, but they've managed to prime rush up there and kind of avoid the outpost bots, and that was an easy win for them. But most people come up here and drop like right down here by where the shuttle is, and then they come in. This is Scourge right here. Got a sneaky little stasis mine right there. I've got these shock towers, which also have EMP shocks on them, so that also helps with the stun effect. I've got Fellbat right here with Overkill, and I have Soundwave with Ravage right there. And pretty much everybody dies right about where the shock tower is. They usually the shock towers are often destroyed. The mortars sometimes are destroyed, and even these two cannons up front are destroyed. But basically that's about it. Because right here, where the shock tower is pretty much where everybody gets stunned. It's pretty much in range of this cannon and this cannon, and maybe not that one, but the beam laser will get it. This beam laser often gets it. The missile launcher gets it. So I mean that's my spot right there. That right about there is where most people die. So yes. Would Warpath eat it alive? Yeah, I think I've had Warpath come in and eat it alive. But not everybody brings Warpath all the time. So like I said, it's not the best base. If you've got a good strategy and you want to come in here and you're not just going to if you're not just going to try to overpower it or something like that, then it's definitely beatable. It's definitely beatable. But a lot of people come in and they just, and I do the same thing. Just tend to just drop all their bots and then try to one-shot things. But by the time they do that, they've popped all these outposts, and then once their jets come back, boom! Now they're stunned too, and yeah, it's a bad day for them. This is about. I'm pretty sure it's a zone 12. Pretty sure it's a zone 12. Waza would freak out about it not being symmetric. I know. I intentionally made it not symmetric. I actually put this base down in its general form many years ago, before I even started. Just because I just wanted to be a little bit different. It was intentionally not symmetric, and then, you know, I just didn't feel like changing my base when I started back up. One thing I did change though is my outpost used to be up here. But that was too close to the headquarters. So about the only changes I made was to swap the laser turrets by the headquarters with the two outposts. Brought them a little bit closer down in there, and oh man! And then I did change the outpost bots. I had like Scrapper and Mixmaster in there, and they just didn't do any good. But luckily, shortly after I got started, I got that Fellbat, and I was like, oh, yes! It's just a 3-star. It's not even a 4-star. It's a 3-star Fellbat. So, Teba Akram says, your base is too weak. Oh yeah? Come give it a try, pal. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, any good base tips? No, by all accounts, I think most people who look at my bases would tell you they're not very good bases. Like if we go back over, look at my Autobot base, it's basically just a square, and I swear that this smiling face here is unintentional. I did not intend for that to be a smile face there. But yes, it definitely is. And since Waza pointed it out, I can't not see it. So, but yeah, I did change some things. Like I moved Chromia back here by the combiner beacon, which I haven't activated. So the thinking is, if they manage to get up to there, which then maybe this little shock tower will stop the team, and the combiner will help take them out. But I'm pretty sure this is a Zone 15 base, and most people attacking in Zone 15 are coming in just so overpowered that I lose a lot. I do win sometimes, but the times that I win, it's just because the team's not overpowered. So this base only wins against teams that are not strong enough to beat it. If the team comes in with this, if you've got a strong team, you can definitely beat this. So, Autobots install the smiley face to raise their spirits. That's right. Trying to lull my attackers into a sense of security. So I've got a little smiley face to welcome them. Welcome to my base. I'm happy that you're here. Please destroy it. Yeah, with a crown on top, yeah. Yeah, it did. Or spiky hair or something. Yeah, and really wide ears. Grind time's got hit it right on the head. Every base is beatable. If you come in with a strong enough squad, you're gonna beat any base. So don't be when you're looking for base tips or something like that. If you lose a base, if you lose the defense, don't immediately go and try to change your base around. Look at what type of team beat you. Did you get beat by like a lug nut with 5,000 power and another bot with like 200? Well, you just fell victim to somebody power leveling. There's nothing you're gonna do about that. So You really kind of got to look at the squads. So like if we go look at my defenses here, so yeah, I know it's kind of hard to tell. So this one, you know, this one beat me. I didn't even watch this one. I don't watch them too much because they all beat me pretty much the same way. So here's another one. You can see these are like crazy squads. They're like 3,000, 4,000 power. And then this win here, I'm not sure how. See, these are like mid 2000s. Most of these bots, so they just weren't strong enough. And wow, I've got 2 in a row. How about that? But you can also see the frequency of the battles. 12 days ago, 8 days, 3 days, 1 day. Up in the top zone, you don't get attacked very much. So it's not that crucial. But this one here was a win. Again, we're looking at mid 2000s, low 3000s for most of them. So, but if you're that's just not going to be enough squad, I guess. So. Show the Chromia again in the Outpost. Right there. 4-star, level 50 something, I think. Not a top ability levels, probably like 5 or 6 maybe, if that. And the other outposts I've got Star Saber, Tigerhawk, and Slash. So. See, just looking back in the chat, Grind Time says, I've agonized over base design before, worked on it forever, only to be walked right over in the next war. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Our alliance doesn't war that often. So it's not like we're warring every day like a lot of you guys. Our base design isn't, you know, super... like I said, those 4 defenses you saw in the past 2 weeks, that's the only time my base has been attacked. I think we had a war yesterday. Occasionally, we'll war, and some people will get to my base, and yeah, I lose in the war sometimes too. But we just don't war that often. All right. Crank Galvatron telling me to go to bed. Yeah, it's getting close to that time. Let's see what else we got here. Luke says, by the way, once Blaster's minions die, they stun the enemies if you have a G1 core on them. And with the way your base is set up, most of the time the squads are grouped up and will get stunned for 15 plus seconds and hacked for 10 seconds. Yeah. So who's hacking them? Do you have what is that, Blade? Do you have run blades? Ugh. That's another one. I should probably think about that. So Tito says everybody ganks it till they see a 5-star Omega. Yeah, PB2, by the way, we saw Scorponok earlier. He's got the Sentius twins in the works. Finished Sentius Mouse. Plans to reveal it during the anniversary. So check my Discord, or check the official Transformers Earth Wars Discord. I've seen them posted over there too, which is totally fine, man. Share your work around. So keep eyes out for that, for those Minecraft Sentius twins. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. Alright. William Edward Hackman is saying, are hackers good or bad for the Outpost? Well, it depends on how you use them. They can definitely be good. And Luke is saying, yeah, Blades is great, and Springer has Micronus. Yeah, I've got Micronus on my Springer too. Yeah, I've Mind Wipe or Cosmos Outpost right by the headquarters. If that will ruin a solo attempt like that. It doesn't matter if it's well, I was going to say it doesn't matter if it's Cup or Elite or whatever, but I think Cup's ability might shield him from hack initially. Honestly, I haven't used Cup in a while. Waza could probably tell you, because he's all about the lagooning with Cup. But I'm pretty sure he mentioned that could be an issue. But if you're only worried about that one particular situation, it's probably not worth doing. But if you're in one of those zones where you just constantly be getting soloed, yeah, consider a Mind Wipe or a Cosmos up there. You're gonna really upset the next person who tries to solo you. Trust me, I get annoyed when that happens to me. I'm like, no, it's Mind Wipe. Okay, ability 11 Cup is not hackable, says Risk. Thank you. I knew there was something about that. But yeah, I've actually, it wasn't a solo attempt, but I did try to jump Cup near a headquarter one time, and the rest of the team was down near the bottom. And sure enough, they had a Mind Wipe up there. That Mind Wipe hacked my Cup, and he walked all the way back down to the bottom and caused him to go attack one of my other bots and killed that bot. And then by the time Mind Wipe was done, he had killed Cup too. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's why I think that's why I put Mind Wipe and Cosmos on the best Outpost bots, and pretty sure that clip was in that video. So go check the best Outpost bots if you want to see that embarrassment. So yeah, Luke says Blades work better because he'll stun the entire squad instead of just the one. Yeah, it's hilarious when you see them fighting each other. Right. Okay, folks. I think that's going to do it for tonight. It's been a great chat. I do appreciate y'all being here and throwing the questions my way. I hope I answered them to your satisfaction. I'd never claimed to be an expert. A lot of you guys out there have got far more experience and better information tips than I do, but I try my best. It's all about having fun. So. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Have a good night. I mentioned always keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.